Hey, what's up, guys? It's about 9 p.m. almost. I'm gonna be going to sleep soon. I wanted to make a quick video being brutally honest about a couple things. Um, I've been going back and forth for a couple days now. Even today, I got back from the gym and I just been sitting and just thinking about this thing back and forth over and over again. And I wanted to basically, you know, get a stance on it and just put it out there of exactly what's going on in my state of mind. So this is how it breaks down. As you guys seen in the last couple of videos, I've been contemplating on getting into a new business model, right? And out of like a pretty long list I have over the last couple of months eliminated one after one after one. And pretty much in the top of the list right now is an education program. So like, how to sell SEO to SEOs, how to sell how to do basic SEO and for roofers, or PPL. Now the PPL is more like a little side thing. It's neither here or there. I mean, I could do it, I could not, doesn't make a big difference. But the other two is a huge difference. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a little distinction between them and how how it will change the direction of my agency, right? That's something I feel like nobody talks about. If you have an agency and you get into like an education program, I want to get into a little bit about that, of how it can change the direction of my agency. Either one of those, right? Whether sell SEO, how to sell SEO to SEOs, or a course on for roofers. And then I'll get into my real fears about what's really holding me back with this with taking this leap and going this route. Because in a way I'm very excited. Like the thought of starting something new is super exciting to me. But at the same time there's some serious things that's holding me back. So first of all, let's get into it. How could this change the trajectory and like the future of the agency? Okay, so play this out. I do SEO for roofers, local contractors. Okay, all right, cool. If I go the route of selling a course for roofers how to do SEO, I'm still very close to my agency business, if you think about it. Because what I'm teaching them is essentially what I do for them, right? It's basically going to be me creating a product, going through the process that I have built for my VAs and everything to follow, and my team members follow, and kind of putting that with some kind of, like narration, and making sure it's simplified a bit more so somebody else can also follow it from the get-go, right? It's still SEO, and it's still to roofers. I have, I don't know, a couple hundred at least people who that I pitched with, or are in the pipeline that didn't close, and all this stuff more, and then I can reach out to all those people and kind of like show them, hey, look, remember we talked about, you couldn't afford the service, or whatever it is the conversation was. Here's something we're offering right now. It's like the newest thing, whatnot, etc. Boom. That's one way to go about it, right? I'm really close to my main skill sets, you could say, that I have developed. But with the SEO, how to sell SEO to SEOs, that's a very different direction. And like I said, this is something that people don't talk about, right? But the reality is, if I was to sit down in front of people, right? Or if I was to teach somebody and create a product about how to sell SEO, I could do that, right? There's probably nothing else I could do better than that. That's true. But the person I have to become, or the skill sets I have to develop to be able to get my name out there, is way different than what I have ever done, right? Number one, if you look at the biggest people who are selling info products, right, education programs, they tend to be more of a Facebook people, like Facebook advertising funnels type skill set, right? And a lot of them, if they're doing an agency, a lot of them provide their main service as Facebook advertising, which goes hand in hand with them because they already know the world of funnels and analytics and all that kind of stuff. And then they kind of just shift to selling a different product, right? Obviously there's other things that go to it, but you understand where I'm coming from with this, right? I'm going from SEO to completely a different product that I'll be going into to sell my course. That's number one. So there's a bulk amount of work that's required there, right? That's number one. Number two is the person I have to become. Now this time it's actually more in line with that sentence. The person I have to become is my personality. I'm not too sure how far it would, like I would want to go in that direction. Again, going back to people, if you see like the people who are really crushing in our space, they have good following in social media. I'm not saying that they already had that good following, but they are the type of people who don't mind posting on Instagram, don't mind posting on Facebook. If you know me at all, or if you know me especially personally, you would know that not really that kind of person. I don't like being on Instagram. I don't like being on Facebook. I don't like sharing too much stuff. YouTube is the one thing I like because it's video, it's raw, it's something that stays forever, and it's just more of it is like a digital diary. Whereas like, Instagram stories and stuff like that, I'm not really fond of it. If you have me on Instagram, you realize that it's crickets. You can't even tell like anything. It's just almost like it's kind of weird because I'm a marketer. I'm supposed to get at least some kind of presence, or I have nothing. The images that I have is so like poorly taken, stuff like that. So I mean, my clients have better Facebook and Instagram profiles than me, right? They're roofers. So anyways, that's another thing, right? Not that worried about that, to be honest. Even though it's such a big shift, I'm not too worried. I know that if I gotta do what I gotta do, I'm gonna hold my, like it's gonna be a twist of my own, personality put on there. So I'm not too worried. It's not like the question is like, should I change who I am to be? It's just another layer of activity that is going to have to be done that I just don't have the habit for right now. But from those two things, you might be wondering so far, like, okay, so am I just afraid that I have to do more work? And the answer is that yes, that is the biggest fear at the moment. And it's not because of willpower, it's because of my health. Me looking at some of these profiles out there, what people are going through and what they have to do to really get their education program, up and running, it looks like a serious amount of work. Literally, like clicking and a lot of talking. So some people I spoke to, they even said that in the beginning stages, you literally have to do it one-on-one to people and just help people out and be like somebody who's just a wonderful person in communities to really get your name up. And that looks like it is an amount of clicks and verbal resource that I don't have. Like I'm trying to find the words, but basically, if you guys seen my videos a couple days ago, I literally have a limited amount of like words I can say per day. And I kind of try to use it as efficiently as possible. Whether it may make a video, maybe certain calls, talk to my team, speak to my girlfriend here and there. Other than that, I just try to like not get into like unnecessary rants, etc. Because I have that head pressure thing that's going on. Along with my hands, I can't really type as much. So overall, I know I kind of like did it backwards, but the biggest fear for me right now with making this move is my health. Will it hold? Will I be putting stress on my health and my conditions right now? If I go this direction, that's number one. Number two is going to be how whether I pick the roofer or the SEO, how they're going to be splitting me. This one, like I said before, the SEO one, I have the most knowledge by far, but it's going to require a whole that's skill set I'm going to need with Facebook and understanding that entire world of how to grow an info marketing business, and then lastly, how this will all affect my agency. I mean, this part I just spoke about how it'll affect my agency anyways, but in the long term, my agency is just getting to a point. I'm talking about like literally when I took this break in the last couple of months, I've been able to see it just mature to a new state, to a new zone. And for honestly, the first time I could say that it's at a point where it's like self-sufficient, right? It's really like, it's so beautiful right now with my agency. I barely have to work. If I want to maintain where I am, it's oh my God, man, it's such a blessing, right? Like if this happened, if my health conditions happened a year ago, that would be done. Like I would have no business, right? Because a year ago I was working like a madman. But right now, talk to the team members here and there. My girlfriend even does the client reporting. She's working like a full time where I'm just here. Today, like for example, I just like sit down and scribble things and think about stuff, and then watch some videos on YouTube what other people are doing, and then contemplate and walk around, go for rants in my head. Like it's really beautiful right now with the agency. And if I go in this direction with all these probabilities that I have no say over, it's overall kind of daunting. Okay, so I know the purpose of this video is basically like, you guys are probably just wondering like, okay, what the hell? Like you just basically said that you're kind of scared of starting a business, and yeah, it's pretty much that, along with my health conditions, I would say. So but nevertheless, I just wanted to get it out there, and so you guys pretty much know like what I'm thinking about the whole thing right now. The only one thing I can say, guys, is that no matter what I pick, I'm going to do it 100%, right? If I go in the direction of making a course for roofers, if my health is not holding, and then if it's too much workload, but I decided to do it, I'm going to just take my time with it. There's no pressure. My agency's growing, it's doing fine. Recently, seems like the rate, I get some referrals here and there, is going to even offset and still grow like the way it's going. Maybe it's happening because it's towards the end of the year, whatever it is, but all in all, I'm really grateful where my business is right now, the agency. And if I was to go, into that thing, I'll just take my time with it. And same with the SEO course. If I'm going to go down that route of how to sell SEO, I'm going to basically, take my time with it and create the product over time slowly, and really make sure that it is as good as it can be. From what I can see so far, it seems like it shouldn't be hard to make it the best product in the market, because it's just, I just haven't gotten, like, the process I use for sales is just not something I have gotten from any other course for selling SEO. It's simple as that. It's basically bits and pieces I took from other, like, timeless sales principles, such as experience from life insurance, such as like studying sales, people like Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort, and stuff like that. So bringing that together into the SEO field, I feel like there's no other thing that I can think of, or I even went through, that comes close to what I have put together for myself here. So I know the value that I'm able to provide is definitely maxed out, is really there, but the output to actually get it out is what is daunting. So anyways, guys, I'll end this video here. It's kind of a rant, like I said, but I'm going to be making a decision very soon on what I'm going to do. I honestly might just decide to just stay with the agency, right, until my health heals. That probably could be, the most viable direction. But all in all, it's just, there's that underlying excitement of starting something new. Now that I do have some cash flow, now that I can get help if it is needed, is what kind of, still backs me up into this zone, so I don't completely give up on it. All right. So that's kind of what's just going on. All right, guys. Peace.